The Edinburgh Duchess. Was it a clever move by King Charles to advance Sophie, who was dubbed the firm's secret weapon and was referred to as Mama by the late Queen Elizabeth II, with Edward's new title? Please subscribe, like and share my channel as we are trying our best to give you the latest news about royal family across the globe. So please make sure to press the bell icon to be the first to get the latest video. We also love to hear your comments. Following the announcement that her husband Prince Edward has been given the title of Duke of Edinburgh in honor of his late father, Sophie, the Countess of Wessex, has now been elevated to the title of Duchess of Edinburgh. To commemorate his 59th birthday today, the king has given his youngest brother the title of Duke of Edinburgh. Sophie, 58, has been elevated to royal status as a touching tribute to the late Queen's daughter-in-law, who affectionately referred to her as Mama. She was regarded by the late Queen as the firm's safest pair of hands, and she was married to Prince Edward for 24 years. She is well known for her down-to-earth personality. Because she had been Countess of Wessex in the past, Sophie was on an equal footing with Prince Edward, the Earl of Wessex. Their new titles of Duke and Duchess, on the other hand, are of a higher rank, putting them just below the monarch. Her Royal Highness is another name for duchesses. In contrast, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh's title is one of the highest ranking in the royal family. The move fosters a meaningful and long-lasting connection between the late Queen and Sophie, her beloved daughter-in-law. She was regarded as the monarch's favorite member of the family and closest confidant. Experts have stated that Prince Philip would have wanted the Countess to be in the spotlight and that it helped keep his memory alive. The Countess of Wessex was seen weeping while kneeling to admire tributes at a service for her mother-in-law near Balmoral. This demonstrated the depth of their relationship, which had advanced to the point where the Queen was said to treat her as a second daughter. In 2005, the Queen took care of Sophie after her 77-year-old mother, Mary Rees-Jones, died of stomach cancer. Because Prince Edward and Sophie's home, Bagshot Park, is only a short drive from Windsor, the Queen's eldest son and his family were able to frequently visit. The couple loved to go for walks with their dogs together. They also had a passion for military history, and Sophie and her mother-in-law indulged in their shared hobby of researching military history by spending hours poring over ancient documents in the royal archives at Windsor. Even though Sophie was unable to meet the Queen in person, she was the first royal to discuss Prince Philip's death, and she always made sure to call Mama every day. Furthermore, in 2021, a weepy royal lady depicted the sovereign as astonishing as she and her better half ruler Edward console Her Highness at Windsor Palace following the demise of her significant other sovereign Philip. One of the few female senior royals who will lead the crown into its next era is Sophie, along with Princess Anne and Kate, the Princess of Wales. According to sources, the Oxford-based PR expert has received praise for her selection of topics, which include the issue of sexual violence in war and preventable blindness. Sophie, who was raised in Kent by a secretary mother and father who worked for a tire company, is now a patron of over 70 different organizations. Because Sophie admires the way the new Princess of Wales juggles her royal duties with motherhood, she has also become a source of advice for her. Victoria Murphy, a royal journalist and author, wrote in 2020 for Town and Country that Sophie had become a steadfast member of the royal family because of her down-to-earth demeanor and methodical, self-assured approach to her duties. Her work does not frequently receive the kind of media attention that the younger royals command, Murphy wrote, adding, but Sophie has become a stalwart member of the firm. The focus on Sophie has escalated in the vacuum left as ruler Harry and Meghan Markle step back. Murphy was informed by people who had professional interactions with the royal that they admired her capacity to express her opinions while remaining courteous. 100 Women in Finance CEO Amanda Pullinger insisted that Sophie really is down to earth. She stated, "She actually presents herself as a normal person, and I think the royal family needs to do that more and more. It's interesting because she isn't nice at all. She will tell you what she thinks, despite her obvious politeness. She'll say, 'She's done it to me a number of times,' if she disagrees." However, the turbulence that followed the Countess early in her marriage, when she was still operating her own public relations consultancy, is far removed from her current royal reputation. She secured a £250,000 contract to promote a Rover 75 at the Frankfurt Motor Show, which sparked a Royals for Hire storm. However, Sophie's determination enabled her to assume full royal duties and engage in the royals' favorite rural pursuits of riding, fishing, shooting game, and carriage driving. Presently, in her most memorable appearance as the Duchess of Edinburgh, she will join her better half ruler Edward in the city sometime in the afternoon as they go to a gathering to check the principal year of the contention in Ukraine. Unlikely, Edward's father, Prince Philip, held the title of Duke of Edinburgh, which will only remain with him during his lifetime and pass to the crown upon his death. From today on, their 15-year-old son James, Viscount Severn, will be known as Earl of Wessex, his father's previous title. However, none of the alterations will have any effect on the couple's student daughter, Lady Louise Mountbatten Windsor, in accordance with the traditional rules of primogeniture. The antiquated and renowned title of Duke of Edinburgh was given to ruler Philip by Lord George VI in 1947 when he wedded Sovereign Elizabeth. Edward took on a lot of his father's work with the Duke of Edinburgh Awards program in his later years because he was so close to his father. At the point when he and Sophie wedded in 1999, it was reported that the dukedom would pass to Edward after Philip's demise. However, that was 2 years ago, and since then, there has been a lot of back and forth on the subject. The problem for Buckingham Palace was that Edward is now 13th in line for the throne and will only fall further down the line as the children of the Prince and Princess of Wales get older and start their own families. There was concern that the most prestigious titles associated with a country in the United Kingdom would be handed down to a family line that was ever less advanced. Therefore, Buckingham Palace announced that the title had reverted to the monarch when Philip died in April 2021, and this practice continued when Queen Elizabeth passed away in September of that same year. Courtiers debated whether the king should keep the title permanently, but many thought it would be wrong to ignore Prince Philip's wishes and thank Edward for his unwavering support of the monarchy over the past few years. He and his significant other have especially moved forward since Harry and Meghan's sharp takeoff in 2019. There were rumors that the king was also thinking about giving his sister Princess Anne or his granddaughter Princess Charlotte the title Duchess of Edinburgh. The Mail is aware that one of William and Kate's children, most likely Prince Louis, will most likely inherit the Duke of Edinburgh title when Edward passes away. Sources focused on that the planning of the declaration didn't have anything to do with improvements this week in regards to the titles of Harry and Meghan's kids, Sovereign Archie and Princess Lilibet, as such declarations are typically made on an individual from the illustrious family's birthday. This is true, though it is likely that the Sussex children's situation had to be resolved first to avoid offending the Duke and Duchess, who are known for being irritable. A spokesperson for Buckingham Palace stated today, on the occasion of His Royal Highness's 59th birthday, His Majesty the King has been pleased to bestow the Dukedom of Edinburgh upon the Prince Edward, Earl of Wessex and Forfar. Prince Edward will hold the title throughout His Royal Highness's lifetime. The dukedom was last made for ruler Philip in 1947, upon his union with Princess Elizabeth, who held the title of Duchess of Edinburgh prior to acquiescing to the privileged position in 1952. The new Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh are proud to carry on Prince Philip's legacy of promoting opportunities for young people from all backgrounds to reach their full potential, the statement reads. Edward, like other royal family members, was given a number of titles when he married. The Earl of Forfar is his other title in Scotland. He will still be Earl of Forfar, but he will use the more prestigious title of Earl of Edinburgh. When Edward dies, his son James will become the Earl of Wessex and Forfar, and the no longer hereditary title of Edinburgh will go back to the crown. A spokesperson for Buckingham Palace stated today, on the occasion of His Royal Highness's 59th birthday, His Majesty the King has been pleased to bestow the Dukedom of Edinburgh upon the Prince Edward, Earl of Wessex and Forfar. Prince Edward will hold the title throughout His Royal Highness's lifetime. Prince Philip's marriage to Princess Elizabeth in 1947 resulted in the creation of the dukedom. Prior to her accession to the throne in 1952, Princess Elizabeth held the title of Duchess of Edinburgh. The new Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh are proud to carry on Prince Philip's legacy of promoting opportunities for young people from all backgrounds to reach their full potential, the statement reads. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe, like and share my channel as we are trying our best to give you the latest news about royal family across the globe. So please make sure to press the bell icon to be the first to get the latest video. We also love to hear your comments.